Hello, how is everybody? It's Louise here from Fate's Foods Catering. So yesterday, Ed challenged me to do a sin-free dinner with only what we had left in the house. And as today was shopping day, I had very little to go off. I thought I recorded an introduction video, but when I come to do the edit today, I couldn't find it, so I'm doing it again. So yeah, I had to do a sin-free dinner with only what we had in the house. So here we go, let's get cooking. Okay, let's see what we have here then. We have some chicken mince, a jar of lentils, some double concentrated tomato puree, beef stock, some carrots, some frozen onions that I found in the freezer, some garlic, peppers, cauliflower, peas and broccoli, all that I found in the freezer. I also found some of this, actually fresh pumpkin or butternut squash, which I'm thinking I might roast off. So, first things first, I'm going to take the butternut squash and put it in the air fryer. Still a little bit frozen, you can see, but that'll be fine. So I'm going to just do it manual temperature, 180 for 15 minutes, and let's see how we get on there. So I'm going to start by putting the chicken mince in. I'm not going to put any oil in the pan because any kind of fat that's in the chicken mince will render down. And then what we're going to do, once it's finished, once it's almost cooked, we're going to strain the chicken mince so all the remaining fat has gone. So while that's cooking off, I'm going to cut the carrots just into chunks like this. Okay, so now the chicken's cooked, I've drained the lentils, as you can see. They've all been drained and washed. What I would always say when you're using jarred lentils is always wash them because they have like this gritty film with them, and if you put them straight into your cooking, it just doesn't taste very nice. So always wash your lentils. That's if you're getting them from a jar, obviously. So we're going to add the chicken to the lentils. By the way, this pan is a new pan that I got today from MGI, which is I don't know what the English equivalent is because obviously I live in Spain. I don't know what the English equivalent is, but it's like a homeware store that also sells toys, and at Christmas they practically get rid of all the homeware stuff and they just concentrate on toys. So we went in today and they've still got a few homeware bits and bobs, but I got this for €10. I mean, it's okay. As you can see, it's a little bit sticky, but it's coming off okay, so I shall let you know how we get on with that. I am going to wash the bowl out because, as you can see, there's some like little bits in it and I don't want them to burn, so I'm going to wash the bowl out now. But it seems to be coming off relatively easy. I have got one of these sponge, but it's really worn away. I wouldn't normally use like a fresh one on it, but it's really soft. But it does seem to be coming away relatively easy. I mean, for €10, what can you expect? See, that's just a quick wipe around. Most of it's come off. It's a little bit round the edge. I mean, I wouldn't put this in the dishwasher, definitely. There we go. I think that's most of it. Some of that off. Right, okay, rinse it off. I mean, the main reason why I bought it is because it's red and it goes with the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to give that a dry and then we'll move on to the onions and garlic. Right, so that's nice and dry now. So I'm going to just pop a bit of spray, turn it on full. The onions. I'm probably going to do, there's about 3/4 of a bag here, so I'll probably do equivalent to half, which is around about a full onion. And then I'm going to pop some garlic in. Not that much. About that much, maybe a bit more, equivalent to about 3/4, something like that. We don't want it too garlicky, we don't want it overpowering with garlic. So the butternut squash has had, I'd say, around, I think it was 15 minutes, and it's very soft to touch. I'm not sure if these are going to roast. I'm not quite sure. Maybe if I put a little bit of a drizzle of oil. I didn't put any oil on. And let's see how we get on with that. And then maybe if I put it at the top temperature, which is 200, for another 15 minutes. Okay, so these have almost evaporated the water and they've got a bit of colour. So we're just going to add some peppers. Stir. Now we're going to put the carrots in. This is just the lid of the pan. Saves washing up. Give them another stir. And then we're going to go ahead and put the beef stock in. So you can use beef stock, chicken stock. I'm only using beef stock just because to try and give it a bit more beefy flavour, because obviously I'm using chicken mince. Now the reason why I use chicken mince more in Spain is it is very difficult to get really, really low fat mince. You literally have to go to the butcher and get a steak with all the fat cut off and get him to mince it. It's really, really difficult. That's why Slimming World in Spain is so blooming difficult. So I've just added the stock. Oh, actually, I have got some Worcestershire sauce, so I'm going to put some Worcestershire sauce in there. Just thought of that. Can't go wrong with a bit of Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so at this point I'm going to add the chicken and the lentils back in. And just so you know, the reason why I've added lentils is one, to bulk it out for fibre and protein. And two, to get more nutrients into the dish for my kiddywinkles, because they love lentils when it's mixed in with things, but if I give them like a lentil soup or lentil stew or something that's predominantly lentils, then they don't like it. Okay, so at this point I'm going to add some boiling water. Whilst the kettle's boiling, I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato puree. Now you can add some gravy browning, which I have actually got. It is half a tin per teaspoon and 1.5 cents per tablespoon, and it will make it look more meaty, more gravy, like it's got more gravy. But to be honest, I don't think it's worth the sins. I think it's going to be fine the way it is. I mean, obviously I'm just experimenting at the moment because I've never made this, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It smells good. Okay, so the kettle's boiled now, so I'm just going to pour it over. Add a little bit at a time. Right, so as you can see, it's literally just to where the top of the mixture is. So I'm going to flatten it all down so everything's covered. There we go. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. As always, sal de ajo, which is garlic salt in Spanish. Pepper. I don't put a lot in because then when I come to actually eat it, or the family come to eat it, they can just add as much as they want. Give it a little stir. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on a really low heat and I'm going to cook it. I'm going to say for about 20 minutes, half an hour, because the carrots have actually already started going a little bit soft. So I'm going to cook it for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'm going to come and check on it. My kids have gone to the park with Grandma and Grandad, so I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, and I'm going to put my feet up, and I'm going to relax, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty much done now. The carrots aren't quite cooked through, but once it goes in the oven, they will be fully cooked. Okay. So as you can see, there is a little bit of stickage on the pan. Not a lot, but it's supposed to be non-stick. Oh, I've just remembered the peas. Just put a few peas in there. My friend Beth absolutely hates peas. So, Beth, this one's for you. So, just been sat there thinking, something's missing on the wall. And just realised, potatoes. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut them into slices. And I'm just going to pop them on the top of the Then I've got my oven on 160, so I'm just going to pop it in. Okay, so while that's in the oven, I'm going to put some hot water with the veg and turn it on. Okay, so it's been in the oven for about 30 minutes with the tin foil on, and the last 10 minutes on 200 with the tin foil off. It's looking close. So we just need these to be cooked, basically. You just need to be soft. Still a little bit to go. I'd say another 10 minutes and we're good. So it's been on for 10 minutes. So let's have a look. Ooh. Oh yes. Yes. That looks perfect. Yep. Yep. Love it. So let's serve it up. Look at that, delicioso. So I've had the broccoli and collie and it's all good to go. Oops, I forgot the butternut squash, but it was delicious.